I thought it was just a small gathering in the woods, something harmless, maybe even helpful, and I had no idea I was walking straight into something I would never forget. It started on a lonely highway in rural Oregon when my car broke down without warning, the engine dying in the middle of nowhere with no signal, no passing cars, and nothing but endless trees stretching into darkness. At first I stayed with the car, convinced someone would pass by eventually, but an hour went by, then another, and the silence started to feel wrong, like the world itself had gone quiet around me. That's when I saw it, a faint glow in the distance, deep between the trees, flickering like firelight, and hope pushed me forward despite the unease creeping into my chest. I grabbed my phone even though it had no signal, and started walking toward the light, and with every step deeper into the forest, the air grew colder and heavier, and the sound of insects faded until there was nothing left but my own breathing. Then I heard it, a low hum, soft and rhythmic, like a chant carried through the trees, and I slowed down as my instincts screamed at me to stop, but something stronger pulled me closer. When I finally reached the clearing, I froze, because there were people, at least a dozen of them, standing in a perfect circle around a fire, wearing long dark robes with their faces hidden behind masks carved into disturbing twisted shapes. None of them moved at first, not until I stepped on a branch and the sharp crack echoed through the silence. And then every single one of them turned their heads toward me at the exact same time without saying a word. They just stared, and one of them slowly raised a hand and beckoned me forward, and I should have run, but my body refused to listen, like the air itself was pulling me into the circle. As I stepped closer, the heat from the fire hit my face, but it didn't feel warm. It felt wrong, like standing too close to something alive and watching me back. That's when I saw the stone platform in the center, covered in dark stains layered over each other, old and new, and my stomach tightened as I realized what I was looking at. Then I saw him, a man tied down to the stone with his hands and feet bound tightly, his eyes wide with terror as they darted around searching for help that wasn't coming. His mouth moved at first without sound, but then the chanting began again, louder this time, deeper, vibrating through my bones like it wasn't just sound, but something physical pressing against me. The man began to scream, begging for his life, his voice breaking into sobs as he struggled against the ropes, but no one reacted, and I tried to step back, only to realize someone was standing behind me, blocking my escape, even though I hadn't seen them move. Panic hit me all at once, as my heart pounded against my chest, and I understood that this wasn't some strange performance or ritual for show. This was real, and I was trapped in the middle of it. One of the robed figures stepped forward, holding a long blade that caught the firelight and reflected a cold, sharp glow, and the chanting grew faster, more aggressive, filling the clearing with a suffocating energy. I wanted to close my eyes, to look away, but I couldn't, as if something was forcing me to watch every second of it. And the figure slowly raised the blade into the air while the man screamed louder and louder. Then suddenly, everything stopped. The chanting, the movement, even the fire seemed to still, and for one single second, there was complete silence that felt heavier than anything I had ever experienced. In that silence, every masked face turned toward me again, not toward the man on the stone, but toward me, and a cold realization settled deep inside me that I wasn't just a witness anymore, I was part of this. The blade came down, and the man's scream tore through the forest, but halfway through it twisted into something unnatural, something deeper and more horrifying than any human sound. The fire surged violently as if reacting to something unseen, and the ground beneath my feet trembled as a heavy presence filled the air, thick and suffocating. The man went completely still, too still, and the chanting stopped, leaving an eerie silence that felt worse than the noise before. The cult members stepped back slowly, not with satisfaction but with fear, like they had just done something they didn't fully understand. Then I heard it, a sound from beyond the trees, something heavy dragging itself through the darkness, moving slowly but with purpose. And every instinct in my body screamed that whatever was coming was far worse than the people around me. The figures dropped to their knees instantly, bowing their heads and whispering now, instead of chanting, as if they were praying, not celebrating but begging for something. I didn't wait to find out what it was. Something inside me snapped and I turned and ran, pushing past the figure behind me and sprinting blindly through the forest as branches tore at my skin. I could hear it behind me, not running, not chasing, just moving slowly, like it didn't need to hurry, like it already knew I couldn't escape, and that thought made my chest tighten with pure terror. I kept running until I saw the road and my car sitting exactly where I had left it, and I stumbled toward it with shaking hands, barely managing to open the door before collapsing into the driver's seat. For a moment, I just sat there gasping for air, my entire body trembling, and then the engine started on its own without the key, without any sound of ignition, just suddenly alive. I didn't question it, I didn't think, I just drove as fast as I could, not daring to look back until the first light of sunrise broke through the darkness. Later, I told the police everything, every detail, no matter how insane it sounded, and they searched the area thoroughly but found nothing at all. No fire, no footprints, no platform, no body, nothing, as if the forest had erased every trace of what happened. It should have made me feel relieved, like it was all a nightmare, but it didn't, because I know what I saw and I know what I heard. Even now, sometimes late at night when everything is quiet, I hear that same low chanting again, faint and distant, echoing in a way that makes my skin crawl. And deep down, in a place I try not to think about, I know the truth. I didn't escape that night. They didn't lose me. They just let me go. And whatever answered their ritual knows exactly where I am.